Welcome to Comfort and Joy, a Carol a Day Advent devotional. My name is Richard Brash and I'll be your host for this series from here in Japan. This is the first of a series of digital Advent devotions based on popular Christmas carols. I'll be posting one video each day from the 1st to the 24th of December. If you enjoy this video, can I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel? Or you can click on the ringing bell there so that you can get updates when future devotions are posted. And I'd love to hear your feedback on the devotions. You can leave comments below each video on YouTube, or if you prefer, you can get in touch with me via my website, richardbrash.net. Just a quick word then to remind you how these devotions work, or to explain if you haven't yet watched the introductory video. I'll first share some thoughts based on the carol, and then at the end of this video you'll find a link to a suggested musical version, although you're free of course to find your own version or sing it yourself. I hope that will then lead you into a time of prayer. So off we go. Today we're thinking about the beautiful modern carol, Mary, Did You Know? The carol contains these striking words. Mary, did you know when you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God? Mary, Did You Know was written in 1984 by the American singer and comedian Mark Lowry. The song might have been penned by a comedian, but its theme is far from frivolous. Unusually among carols, it takes the form of a series of questions, all addressed to Mary, the mother of Jesus. By means of these questions, the carol invites us to contemplate the relationship between Mary and her son, and to ponder the extent to which Mary appreciated the full significance of the child she held in her arms. It's a great place to begin our own Advent reflections. Now, some have criticised Mary, Did You Know? On the grounds that the angel Gabriel had already made it clear to Mary who Jesus was to be before his birth. He will be great and will be called the Son of the Most High, Gabriel said, and the Lord God will give to him the throne of his father David, and he will reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there will be no end. Indeed, Mary was also told plainly that her baby was to be the Son of God. It is true that Mary's humble obedience to the angel's message and her profoundly theological song of praise does suggest that she understood rather a lot. Mary did know. And yet there are clear hints in the Bible that Mary didn't fully understand, either at the time of Jesus' birth or indeed for some years thereafter. She marvelled at what was said about her baby in the temple by Simeon. This marvelling is a sense of wonder that Luke, the Gospel writer, habitually applies to those who are amazed and perplexed. And even after 12 years had passed, Luke tells us that Mary treasured up all these things that Jesus said and did in her heart. This last phrase is a deliberate echo of Genesis 37. Like Jacob in that story, who picked up hints that his son Joseph was destined for glory, but could never have imagined exactly what that glory would look like, Mary was given some clues, but not the full story. One way of reading Mary's story then is to see it as a gradual coming to faith as her eyes and her heart are slowly but surely opened to recognize who Jesus is, so that she can put her whole trust in him. In this respect, our story can be like Mary's story, even during this Advent season. Perhaps the most striking question in the carol asks, Mary, did you know when you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God? This is the deep truth of Christmas, the deep truth of the incarnation, which Mary and we are invited to contemplate. Mary's baby was God incarnate. God with the flesh and soul of a human being, made like us in every way except for sin. God with a human face. In her womb, Mary carried the Creator. In the stable, she delivered the Deliverer. On the cross, she mourned the death of the author of life. Mary kissed the face of God. We water down this mystery at our peril. Since the 3rd century, Mary has been called Theotokos, a Greek word that means God-bearer. Despite its long pedigree, this title for Mary has not gone unchallenged by those who will not accept that Jesus Christ is both fully God as well as fully man. But a Christ who is not truly and fully God can neither fully reveal God to us, nor fully reconcile God to us, and us to God. If Mary did not truly kiss God's face, both she and we remain in the dark. In some Christian traditions, Mary's role in the Christmas story, and indeed in the Christian faith as a whole, is unhelpfully overemphasized. Certainly Mary is no co-redemptrix, as some have suggested. But in other traditions, perhaps as a pendulum reaction against these excesses, Mary can be overlooked. True, we must always remember that the Christmas story begins with the gracious initiative of God, dependent on his sovereign will and on a glorious plan conceived before the world began. But as the story continues, it is also dependent upon the humble obedience of a young woman who offers herself in the service of God, knowing enough to trust him, but with much still to learn and discover. We cannot hold God in our arms. We cannot kiss his face. But the truth that Mary really did these things in space and time in our world is at the heart of Christmas and the heart of the Christian faith. Everything depends on this. As theologian John Murray put it, the highest reaches of true spirituality are dependent upon events that occurred in the realm of the physical and the sensuous. Mary kissed the face of God. Like Mary, our marvelling at the works of God this Advent overflow in songs of praise.